So in Dragons Dogma 2, there is actually a way that you can delete your character save and make a new one. It's also possible to back up your character save as well. You can do that for free, but it's a workaround method. There is also a way that you can change your character's appearance and also your pawn's appearance without deleting them and starting again in-game, and you can do that for free. So very early on in the game, after the prologue, you're going to get to the city of Vernworth, which is located just here on the map. You will make your way over here as long as you just follow the main quests. Within probably the first 3 hours, you'll get to this big city. It's an unmissable location. This is what it looks like on the mini-map here. Out of my way, Lydia. God. This is the town square right here, and if you turn around from the town square, you'll find this big building in the center, kind of like a chapel with the main rift stone. Let me just show you again on the local map. We're in the city just here. This is the front gate. You're going to come through. This is the main town square where you'll find the merchant's quarter. And it's this big building right in the middle. Let me just move my waypoint. There you go. It says Grand Riftstone of Vermin. This is where you want to go. And once you're in front of this big riftstone, just to the left over here, you're going to see this character. If you come and speak to him, and say you want to buy stuff, this is the Rift store in Dragons Dogma 2. So here you can spend Rift crystals, which is an in-game currency that you earn by using the pawn system, basically like letting out your pawns and using other people's and giving them things. It rewards you with Rift crystals. So make sure you're constantly like changing your pawns once every couple of days or after completing their missions. Maybe I'll do another video about how to earn Rift crystals. But the most important thing is this item here that they sell called the Art of Metamorphosis. This is a special tome that allows the Arisen to edit their own appearance or the appearance of their pawn. It's one use only, but obviously you can buy multiple, and it costs 500 Rift crystals each time you buy it. Now currently I have 300 Rift crystals and I've only just made it into the town. So it's affordable, but it's also like reasonably expensive. But say, for example, you make a character that looks cool and you're like, oh, actually, if I made a shorter character, his stamina regeneration would be better and that would be better for my Vocation class. So you can actually change it later depending on what vocation you settle on. And in this other building just over here, which you probably know at this point, you can go to the Vocation Guild. And as you unlock different vocations, you can just swap freely between them. So you can see currently this character is a thief and he is a level 3 vocation thief. Now, as you're playing the game on your first playthrough, you'll be able to max out at least 2 of these vocations pretty easily. And you can freely swap between them. You can change your character so it fits the build. So now if you want to delete your character save and back up your save so you can like swap between them, you can only do this on PC, by the way. But obviously the only options you have at the main menu are to currently load your character. Hopefully this changes and there's an option to even start a new game. So obviously we're going to quit out of the game. And we can do this for free, by the way, on PC. If you go to your store and you find Dragons Dogma 2, so I'm on the Dragons Dogma store page just here. And on the top left here, you're going to see it says store steampower.com app. And then there's a number just here. That number is really important. That's going to be how we find our save file. Now, before we do anything else, we're going to go back to our library. We're going to find Dragons Dogma 2. We're going to right click on it. And then we're going to go to properties just here. Click on properties. And under general just here, we're going to find manage cloud settings. So if you click on that, there's then going to be an option to enable the cloud. It will always be enabled when you first start the game and install it. You want to disable it because otherwise it will constantly use the cloud data and not the data from your computer, which is what we want to do. So now we need to find our Steam save file. So I am on this PC, so I can see all my hard drives. You need to know where you have Steam installed. It's probably going to be on your main hard drive unless you've put it on another one. I don't know how you set up your computer, but mine's on my local disk, so I'm going to click on that. And then going to go to Program Files 86 just here. And then I'm going to look for Steam. And I can see the Steam file just there. Don't confuse this with your Steam library. It's a different thing. Then go on your Steam file. And this will be the next page we're on. And we want to go just down here where it says user data. And then there's going to be, if you have multiple users, there'll be multiple numbers here. You need to make sure that your Steam username matches this number. And then you've got a bunch of different files there. These are just random numbers, but each one of these numbers relates to a different game. So to find the game number for Dragons Dogma 2, we need to go to the Dragons Dogma 2 store page. It's this number just here in the title here. We're now going to find that 2054970. So it's just here. So this is the Dragons Dogma 2 save file. It's right here. If that's a bit complex for you, on the Nexus mod site, there is also a Dragons Dogma 2 DIY general save backup. And it's basically a system that does this for you. But it also recommends that you manually back up your save anyway. So your save files are going to be here in remote, Windows 64 save, and then this is all the data we need. So what we can do is just go ahead and cut this, and I can go ahead and put it in a new folder as a backup. Make sure, obviously, if you put another character save in there that you don't accidentally overwrite it. But now this folder is empty. I'm going to press play on Dragon's Dogma, and as you can see, it's going to start up the game like I've never played it before. And then we can see start game. We've got no old save character data. We can make a new character, and that is how you delete your character save. And obviously, if I want to go ahead and quit the game, you can see it's made another Windows 64 save with the data. But if I want to put my old character back, I just make a backup of that one, and then I copy this back in, and then I overwrite it. Then if I launch the game again, just to show you that this works and you've not lost all your data, that would be awkward. We can now press start game, and then we can load our original character back again. So that's how it works.